Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to answer the most long asked question. Does makeup really expire? Yes, it does. Like with most things in life, whether it's food, even our own life, sadly, has to expire one day. And it's good that it has expiration dates because it's something that we put on our face, that we put on our bodies, and it can have germs, it can have bacteria, it can just go bad, it can cause irritation, it can cause a lot of things that are very, very nasty. And if it's something that we love, this is our passion, we gotta have not only that required expiration, but the common sense to know how to take care of it. So this is just my personal feeling here. We have to know that you can't have makeup or lotions or perfumes in where there's sunlight, where there's heat, where there's fire. That goes for hairspray, any type of thing like that. It's just a big no-no. It not only changes the color, but the scent, but some things have a lot of alcohol in it, which can even explode. So it's a big no-no. You also want to be careful. I notice a lot of people will put their makeup in the bathroom. That's a real bad one because there's steam. People take showers. It's steam. It's not majority a well-ventilated room. Even if you have a window in it, you're not going to have it open all the time. Even in your room, you won't have your room open all the time. But rooms tend to be a little bit bigger and more ventilated. You just want your makeup to be in a room where it has normal temperature. Nothing too high, nothing too low. It just has to be in a normal, well-ventilated setting. So that's one thing. And I notice a lot of people on YouTube do have their makeup in the bathroom, and I just like, I wish they didn't. But you have to do you and do what you feel is comfortable and what makes you happy. It's just not a good idea. And so I have a caddy that I transport because my lighting is better in my bathroom. So when I go to work or I'm going out, I mainly do my makeup in my bathroom. So I have a caddy where I have my basic go-to makeup, and then I'm running back and forth in the room getting specific eyeshadows to match what I'm wearing for that day or specific products or what have you. But it's transported. It's not kept there. And so that's just one tip. Bathroom's not a good place to store your makeup. And so cosmetic companies are not required to put an expiration date like food does have to put an expiration date. But few brands do. And I've brought a few examples to show you which ones do that I found in my makeup collection, just to give you an idea and what it looks like. Some do have an expiration date which has a month, day, and year. Some use symbols like M for month, Y for year. A lot of them nowadays have a jar. It's a jar symbol, and it has however many months or years that it will last. And if the jar is open, it means that the product starts expiring once you open it and start using it. And so I love the jar system. Love, love, love. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like. And so to me, if the makeup is not open, it really doesn't start having the expiration date unless, like I say, you're in sunlight, heat, fire, steamy rooms, stuff like that. Then yes, it's going to have an effect whether you opened it or not. So if you're in a normal setting and you're taking care of your makeup, no, the expiration date starts pretty much when you open that product. I mean, things can ruin without you opening, like I said, in those exceptions, and maybe there may be other exceptions. But once you open makeup, that's when it starts to really expire. And so that's when the countdown belongs. But you don't want to drive yourself crazy going, oh my God, and investigating and inspecting your makeup at every minute, once a month. No, you just relax. Your makeup will last. And more times out of none, you will be finished with your makeup before it even comes close to that expiration date. Unless you just I have a huge makeup collection, and I've had things for a good while, but a lot of them are open. Some are open, but if I open them, and I use 99% of everything I have. If something is in there for a while that I haven't used, is because I either just bought it or it's for specific occasions. But I really use my makeup. I just don't collect makeup to say, here, look, I have a makeup collection and I really don't use it. That doesn't ride with me, because if it's truly your passion, you're going to use that makeup. And if you're buying it for a reason, not to just make it look pretty and just say I have a collection and that's it. I mean, you're not really fooling anybody. You're really fooling yourself and really and hurting yourself. So, because the makeup is going to be used or not used by you. It's money that you used to pay for it. You worked hard for it. So now why not use it? If this is not your passion, then don't do it. Just buy a basic makeup and do your thing. But if this is your passion and you love everything that represents beauty, especially makeup, then yes, you are more than entitled to have a makeup collection as big as you like. And you shouldn't have to explain or prove anything to anybody as to, oh, my aunt gave it to me. I really don't spend a lot. I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it to charities. I'm really going to go through this and take out the clutter. It's your makeup. You bought it, and no matter who gave it to you or how it gave it to you, I'm getting kind of off the subject, but you don't have to explain why you have so much or why you keep buying makeup. That's your business. It's your passion. It's what you love to do. People collect cards. People collect coins. People collect memorabilia. And, we're not into their homes or hey, why do you collect all of that? You could be giving that money to something else. You don't know if I'm giving money to somebody else or not, first of all. But this is my passion. I have a right to collect it without being judged or having to explain or prove. I just wanted to throw it out there because it kind of goes along the lines of people will judge you and say, oh my God, why do you have that huge makeup collection? Makeup expires. All that's going to go to waste. If you really don't know what you're talking about, please don't judge. And as people who, this is not only, like in my case, I am a licensed cosmetologist, so it is my profession, but it's been my passion pretty much all my life. So let me worry about what I have. And if it expires or doesn't expire, or it's going to go to waste or not going to go to waste. And in my case, it's not, because I really use it. But I'm not going to explain or prove anything to anybody. And so that's just my philosophy. Sorry. But anyway, getting back to the expiration date, I just want to throw it out there because that's why a lot of people do ask that. Oh, you have this huge collection, but it's going to be a waste because makeup expires. No. Do your research, do your homework, and let people live their lives. We need to, respect and support each other, and so, and be positive. So, moving forward. Anyway, so no, they're not required to put an expiration date, but a few brands do, and I will show you a few examples. Some of the brands that I found in my makeup collection, Profusion is a big one that has it on pretty much all their stuff. I have a lot of Profusion. I found it on some Urban Decay, like on the Naked Palette 1, 2, and 3. It was on the 1. It didn't come on the 2 and 3. I don't know why. It has a different packaging, so maybe that could be it, but it kind of doesn't make sense. So, but they do have it on a few of their stuff. CoverGirl, LA Colors, NYX, BH Cosmetics, all perfumes. I have a huge collection, and all of them have the jar. So there might be more brands that do it, but those are the few that I found in my makeup collection. And let's start. Mascara. Mascara is probably the makeup that lasts the least. It lasts 2 to 3 months. And sometimes you're finished before those 2 or 3 months even come. But if it's not finished and it's maximum 3 months, you need to toss it away. I mean, you can always get more mascara. I have a lot of mascara, but a lot of them it's new, and the ones that I've started using, I continue to use. I go back and forth with them, and I pretty much know when it's been 3 months. And some of the signs of knowing when it's gone bad, when to toss it, is if it gets clumpy. If you notice that your mascara is clumpy, that's a sign it's time to toss it. If it smells weird, anytime any makeup smells weird, toss it, because it's not a good sign. And our face and our eyes especially are really sensitive areas where bacteria can really mess us up. Germs can really tear us up. So we need to really take care of them. Enjoy all this that is beauty, but do take care of yourselves and your clients if you do freelance mascara. And freelance makeup, sorry. One of the things when you're doing clients is no double dipping. There's disposable mascara brushes that you use for your clients. Do not double dip. That can cause infections, bacteria, you name it. You can get it. You want to have sanitation, number one, in your life for yourself and especially for your clients. It's a state board rule. They are more into sanitation than they are how good you are of doing makeup. If you have the basic knowledge, but if you don't have sanitation, get out. You could lose your license and you cannot get a license if you don't put sanitation, number one, for your client especially, and you should do it for yourself. You should love yourself that much. So yeah, mascara, once it's open, it's a 2 to 3 month expiration time. Clumpy, smells weird, toss it. 3 months, toss it. And I kind of wrote notes here because I don't want to forget anything. Liquid foundation lasts 6 to 12 months. Signs of knowing when to toss it: if the layers are separated, if it has lightened, the color has lightened. And let me give you an example of separation. I just have it here. Or did I toss it already? Give me 1 second. I think I already tossed it, but I noticed that one of my foundations, it kept separating. I'm like, what the heck? Is it empty or what? But it was separating no matter how much I tried to blend it or shake it, it just wasn't budging. And so I said, okay, time to toss it, not taking any chances. These are the signs. So I did toss it, but I still thought I had it around here. Anyway, I don't. Okay, so liquid foundation, 6 to 12 months. Signs, if this happens before 6 to 12 months, is separation of layers or the color has lightened. And like I said before, keep makeup and perfumes out of sunlight. Lipstick expiration date is 2 years. Lip gloss is 1 year. Signs to know when to toss lipstick is if it gets dry. With lip gloss, if it gets too sticky. So that's the guideline for that. Nail polish is 1 to 2 years. Signs of tossing it when it gets goopy, even though sometimes you could put a thinner in and it will make it kick back again. So try that first before you completely toss it. If it doesn't blend with a quick shake. So that's pretty much it with nail polishes. But nail polishes aren't as sensitive as makeup because we're not putting it on our eyes, on our face. It's just pretty much on our nails, even though we gotta be careful not to get fungus or infections on our nail. But it's just not as sensitive as the facial area and body. Powders, eyeshadows, and blushes are 2 years. Signs of tossing: when they're dry or flaky more than new ones. So that signs right there. But 2 years. Fragrances, they have said that they can last 8 to 10 years. That's the guideline rule of an expiration date. But I noticed when I went through all my perfumes kind of looking which brands did expiration date. And I have a huge collection of perfumes. Mostly all of my perfumes, or pretty much all of them, if I'm not mistaken, have all had the expiration date jar. And it was so refreshing to know that that all these different brands and celebrity fragrances really cared to put an expiration date for my protection. And so it just shows their belief in their product and that they really care about the people buying it. So, but the guideline says it should last 8 to 10 years. You toss it when it smells different. It gets light in color. You will notice that perfume is used a lot. And even though you have a huge collection, I go back and forth. Sometimes I choose the perfume based on the color that I'm wearing. That's that OCD in me. If I'm wearing red, I'll wear my Red Door perfume or any other perfume that's red. And if I'm wearing blue, I might go to the Vera Wang blue color perfume. So I'm kind of crazy like that, but so I do switch back and forth, and I love all my perfumes, so I use them all. So they'll be gone way before this 8 to 10 years. But I noticed that on most of my perfumes, it had the jar, and I'm going to give you an example right here. This is Red Door, one of my favorite perfumes. It does have the jar, and I'm going to try to get close up to the... Can you see the jar is right there? And see how it has an open lid? Okay, that means once you start using it from your first spray, it'll start expiring. And all of my perfumes have this open jar lid, and it's 36 months. So it's very different than the rule guideline, which says it can last 8 to 10 years, which was really nice. I'd rather 8 to 10 years than 36 months, which is 3 years. But perfumes aren't even going to really last you, I don't think, more than 3 years. So you're pretty good with this date. But if you so happen to go over it and it hasn't changed in color, it hasn't changed in smell, I would go ahead and finish it. But the basic rule guideline is like it says there on the jar. Once you use it from the first spray, it starts expiring, and all perfumes say 36 months. So just wanted you to see that. Lotions, I tried 2 of my different lotions. This one's the one I just got by Jenny Rivera. She also has a jar. Her jar is right here, and her jar is 24 months. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try to get as close as I can without it getting blurry. The open jar lid. So once you pump it out into your hand, it starts a 24-month expiration limit. I also found it in my Elizabeth Arden Red Door lotion. Also has that jar right there. Also says 24 months. So most of my lotions, from the ones I have, are 24 months. My perfumes, all of them say 36 months. Lipstick, the only one that I could find that had the expiration date, the jar, was the Remo. And I have other Remo, but they didn't have the jar. But this one has it, and it's right there, and I believe it says 30 months. So the sign is if lipstick becomes dry or smells funny, toss it. This one is pretty new. I bought it like a month or so ago. But it's good to know that it does have that expiration date jar. So that's one of them. I'm going to show you a few of the makeups that have it. CoverGirl has it. There's the jar right there, and it says 36 months. Perfusion has it, and it's right there. There's the jar. And it says 24 months, I believe. 24 months. Forever 21, Love and Beauty has it right there. And I believe it says 12 months. So I don't know if you can see that. The jar, once you start using it, has an expiration date of 12 months. Another Perfusion, there's the jar right there. It says 24 months. Yeah. 24 months, if you can see that. This is the Naked one. It was the only one that had it. The jar is right there, but it looks like the months have rubbed off. So I'm assuming, you know, eyeshadows are 2 years maximum. So, like I said, if you get to the 2 year and it still feels good, there's no funny scent, no lightning, no nothing, go ahead and finish it off. But just keep in mind that. I also found it on these palettes that I have, also by Perfusion. That's why I say Perfusion has it. There's the jar there. This one, there's the jar there. And this eyeshadow palette says 24 months. So some are 24 months, some are 12 months. You just got to look at each individual palette or shadow. This is LA Colors. It has the jar right there. It says 36 months. So see how when Urban Decay said 12 months, my regular palettes by Perfusion said 24 months. This is 36 months. It's LA Colors. Another LA Colors that has the jar right there. It says 36 months. Another one with the jar is right here. I believe it says 24 months. 24 months. NYX was another one that I found. I just bought this one. It has the jar and it says 12 months. So thank God I just bought it. I will make good use of it. And you can play it by ear. That's just a healthy guideline by FDA or Cosmetic Foundation. I don't know who really sets those guidelines, so I'm not gonna, don't quote me on that. But it's good to know that we have a guideline, but we also, like I said, have to play in common sense, and we have to say, okay, I'm almost done with it. It still doesn't smell weird, doesn't have a light in color. It looks very good. I'm only using it on me. I feel good about it. Go ahead and finish it off. I've had this and it says this, but I haven't even opened it. I'm still good to go. I found the BH Cosmetics one. They both have a jar. Jar's right there. It says 24 months. Same with this one. 24 months from the time you start using it. So those were some samples, all the way from eyeshadows to lipstick to perfumes to lotions. I didn't find any on my liquid foundation, no expiration date, no jar. And I have MAC, I have Revlon Color Stay, I have Revlon Naked, NYC, L'Oreal True Match, ELF. Not one single one of these foundations had a jar or an expiration date. So I can only go by the 6 to 12 months, which they usually don't last that long with me. I have several of each brand, but I really use my makeup, especially my foundation. So I think I'll be fine within the guidelines. So they also say that in a lotion, a bottle with a pump is better than a jar because it prevents airborne bacteria and will last longer. So that's another tip that I wanted to give you guys. I think that's it. So I think that pretty much answers and I hope it eases your mind and kind of gives you some better information as to this question that's been asked for ages, that's asked all the time, and especially because we're on YouTube and we collect makeup, and a lot of us have big, huge makeup collections, and this is what we talk about. This is our profession and our passion. Well, in my case, it's my profession and my passion. So I've seen when I see hate comments or when I see very judgmental comments or people that really haven't do their research and they want to like, I don't know why you have that big collection when it's, you know, you do know makeup expires. Yes, we do know. And we can accept constructive criticism, and if we feel it comes from a good place and you feel that maybe it can help us, hey, thank you. But when it comes to judging, being judgmental and hate comments, hey, that your makeup collection is a waste of time. Why can't you collect something else? Makeup expires. Stop. Let me put my little stop sign up. Stop. It's our life, our passion, our profession. You know, this is what we collect, like everybody else collects different things in life, and nobody says nothing to them whether they have an expiration date or not. It's just what makes us happy, what we work hard for. So let us be happy. Let us all be happy. Hey, if you have a certain collection, do you? I mean, you only live life once. Life is short as it is. So do what makes you feel happy, which brings a smile to your face, joy in your heart, a quick step to your feet. Do it. Live life to the fullest. And that's the most I can say. And I could keep going on and on and on and on because I'm very passionate about this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very helpful and very informative. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. That's like the big key, because not only does it really means a lot to us, because this means a lot to us, being on YouTube and doing our thing and making a career out of makeup and YouTube and stuff, because like I said, it's our passion and our profession. Again, in my case, because not everybody on YouTube, in fact, a lot of people on YouTube are not licensed cosmetologists. They either have a natural knack, a natural talent for makeup and hair and everything that's beauty, and that's amazing. I had that natural knack and I turned it into my education and my career. Are just people that they just love makeup and they want to collect makeup and they want to be in this whole beauty world, which I love, love, love. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. So, like I said, I hope it was very informative. I hope it was very helpful. If you have any questions or any positive comments or whatever, I'd love to hear from you, and we'll go from there. So thanks so much for watching, and until my next video, much love. Take care.